Okay, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moment of silence, please. Seated.
This time we'd like for any citizens' input for agenda items only. Hearing none, a motion is needed to approve and dispense with the reading of the minutes of the Commissioners' public meeting held on Tuesday, October 6, 2020.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to pay all county and liquid fuel payroll as submitted by the Human Resource Office for payroll number 21 in the amount of $742,587.53 and payroll number 22 in the amount of $755,799.90.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye. Aye. Motion carries.
A motion is needed to pay all county and liquid fuel bills as submitted by the county controller in the amount of $8,074,172.81 from October 3, 2020 to November 6, 2020.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Announcements. The next regular public meeting will be held Tuesday, December 1st, 2020 at 1 p.m. at the Public Meeting Room in the Administration Center, 399 Stadium Drive, Sunbury. A work session will be held on Tuesday, November 17th, 2020, beginning at 10 a.m. in the Commissioners' Conference Room. The Northumberland County Courthouse, Administration Center, and related county facilities will be closed on Wednesday, November 11th, 2020, in observance of the Veterans Day holiday, Thursday, November 26th, 2020, and Friday, November 27th, 2020, in observance of the Thanksgiving Day holidays. A motion is needed for the Commissioners to sign the state tax equalization voucher for transfers of real estate for the months of September and October 2020, as submitted by the Assessment Office.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to approve the employee status sheet list of new hires, individuals no longer employed, promotions, demotions, and transfers as items numbered 1 through 40.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to approve the following reports as listed on your public meeting agenda.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, okay, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to reappoint Charles Hopta Jr. to the Wyoming Valley Levy Raising Mitigation Board for 1-year term beginning January 1st, 2021 and ending December 31st, 2021.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to ratify a letter of support from the Northumberland County Commissioners to Senator John Gordner, Representatives Kurt Mosser and Linda Culver regarding the PA Redevelopment Assistance Capital Program, RACP, grant for funding for a crucial high-speed internet project to unreached areas in Clinton, Lycoming, Northumberland, and Union counties.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to ratify a letter from Commissioners to the Northumberland County Historical Society designating them as the official county historical society of Northumberland County, making them eligible to receive general operating support from county government.
Motion?
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to authorize the chairman to sign the application to renew self-insurance for Northumberland County and Northumberland County Industrial Development Corporation by the third-party administrator, AVI Risk Services, as submitted by Human Resource Director Joe Piccarelli. Ratification.
Have a motion?
This?
Oh, this isn't our medical insurance.
No, okay.
This is different.
All right, motion.
I'll second it.
Workman's comp.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to approve the following 2021 holiday schedule as listed on the public meeting agenda.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to ratify a memorandum of understanding between Northumberland County and Columbia County on behalf of public safety to provide public awareness communication through IPAWS, Integrated Public Alert and Warning System, in the event of emergency. Ratification.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to ratify an application for subgrant number 28650 for Northumberland County RIP Treatment Courts on behalf of Pennsylvania Commission on Crime for project period July 1st, 2018 to June 30th, 2020, as submitted by adult probation.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Motion is needed to ratify grant application for the District Attorney on behalf of Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency and awarded by the U.S. Department of Justice under the federal fiscal year 2017 and federal year 2018 Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant Program, JAG program.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to ratify the application and amendment for subgrant number 33254 for Northumberland County COVID-19 response on behalf of the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency for project period January 1st, 2020 to January 21st, 2022, as submitted by Coordinator of Planning and Economic Development, Justin Scavery.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to ratify engagement letters for Northumberland County to be jointly represented along with certain other counties by Babst, Kayland, Clements, and Zimnar, PC, with respect to the following election litigation. Donald J. Trump for President Incorporated et al. Versus Bukvar et al. Western District 2-20-CV-966. Pennsylvania Democratic Party et al. Versus Bukvar et al. Commonwealth Court 407 MD 2020. Bolus et al. Versus Bukvar et al. Middle District 3:20 CV 1882. Bugnett et al. Versus Bukvar et al. Western District 3:20-CV-215-KRG.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, I think, Frank, maybe we should point out that these are lawsuits that were brought about before the election and that we have joined with other counties. Maybe Frank would, he's been looking into this and explain.
These are lawsuits that were brought against all county election boards.
Right.
And we have joined in with 16 other counties to have joint representation in these various suits by this firm that specializes in these election suits.
Which helps us with the cost, and that was the reason that the commissioners agreed to do that.
Yes.
And thanks, Frank, for doing that. Okay, so we have a first motion seconded on the question. We're done. All in favor, state aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to ratify a letter to the Treasurer and Controller dated October 22nd, 2020, to transfer $10,000 from the general fund to Northumberland County Area Agency on Aging to cover accounts payable. These funds will be repaid as soon as they are reimbursed from the state.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
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 Motion carries.
Motion is needed to approve the leasing of a CopyStar CS-30SCI copier from CSP Office Equipment for the prison at a cost of $40.65 per month for 60 months.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to ratify an access road easement between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of PPL Electric Utilities Corporation and the Public Utility Commission, PUC, for right-of-way of Northumberland County tax parcel 001-00-077-083 in East Cameron Township.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to ratify an amendment to a public utility easement between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of PPL Electric Utilities Corporation, the Public Utility Commission, PUC, for right-of-way in East Cameron Township on Northumberland County tax parcel 001-00-077-083.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to ratify a letter to the Treasurer and Controller dated October 30th, 2020 to transfer $2,945.75 from the general fund to Northumberland County Area Agency on Aging to cover accounts payable. These funds will be repaid as soon as they are reimbursed from the state.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to ratify an application for subgrant number 2018-JG 2018-LS-32934 for Tri-County Communications Initiative on behalf of Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency and the District Attorney for project period October 1st, 2020, December 30th, 2021, as submitted by Coordinator of Planning and Economic Development, Justin Scavery.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion need to ratify a letter to the Treasurer and Controller dated November 5th, 2020, to transfer $110,000 from the general fund to Northumberland County Area Agency on Aging to cover accounts payable. This brings the total to $122,945.75 borrowed from the general fund. These funds will be paid as soon as they are reimbursed from the state.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to authorize permission to re-advertise the bid request for supply and delivery of heating oil for various county buildings on behalf of the county engineer.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion is needed to amend all ongoing contracts on behalf of the courts, adult probation, juvenile probation, district attorney, and domestic relations to include requirements that have all contractors comply with the Title VI of the Americans with Disabilities Act, the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, and to provide access for limited English language for proficient persons of court programs and services.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
A motion is needed to approve Geisinger as the county health insurance provider effective January 1st, 2021.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, Kim, this is the one, and for the press and the public, we are approving Geisinger for our health insurance for our employees, basically because their increase was zero from last year. So we needed to get that done so we could have it for the budget, and we want to thank, all of us want to thank Joe Pick for working with this, Geisinger, and the other companies that were involved in keeping our health insurance down to a zero increase, which is really rare, and especially with what's going on with things in the country now. So all three of us want to thank Joe for his hard work in doing that, and now I forget where we're at. Did we?
Make the motion.
Okay. Well, I think we have a motion. Joe, you
Yep.
second it, right?
Yeah, I want to say, that was a pleasant surprise to hear that today or yesterday. In this day and age, when you're trying to balance budgets in any entity, a municipality, a school district, a county, healthcare is a big ticket item, and to get the contract renewed with a zero increase, that's pretty big. So, thank you. All right, I'll make a second on that.
Okay, on the question, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Frank, you're up.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Motion to adopt Resolution 113-20, snow removal agreements between the Northumberland County Board of Commissioners on behalf of the Northumberland County Engineer and the Borough of Milton, and the Independence Fire Company for removal of snow from county bridges located in the Borough of Milton and the City of Shamokin.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R114-20, renewal maintenance agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Northumberland County Prison and the Emergency System Service Company for the maintenance of MTU generators. The ratification.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R115-20, COVID-19 block grant relief funding agreement between the Commissioners of Northumberland County on behalf of the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development, DCED, and DRIVE, for the purpose of providing funds issued to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania via the CARES Act for DRIVE to build a terrestrial fixed-base wireless broadband network with the county for the purpose of increasing capacity in underserved areas to improve distance learning and telework during the current public health crisis. As a ratification.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R116-20, grant agreement between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Department of Public Safety and Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency and the North Central Pennsylvania Counterterrorism Task Force for the U.S. Department of Homeland Security for fiscal year 2020 State Homeland Security Grant Program. Is there ratification?
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor, state aye. Aye. motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-117-20, Amendment 1.0 to the grant agreement between the Commissioners of Northumberland County on behalf of the Department of Public Safety and the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency and the North Central Task Force for the U.S. Department of Homeland Security for fiscal year 2018 State Homeland Security Grant Program. This is a ratification.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution 118-20, lease agreement between the County of Northumberland and Charles W. Grimm Construction Incorporated for leasing certain property municipally addressed 2178 Trevorton Road, Gold Township, Pennsylvania. This is a ratification.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-119-20, application to encumber liquid fuels tax funds between the Northumberland County Board of Commissioners on behalf of the Northumberland County Engineer and the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation for the replacement of Bridge Number 78 located on Gobbler Run Road over Schwaben Creek in Upper Mahanoy Township.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-120-20, memorandum of understanding between Northumberland County and Luzerne County Community College for use of space, namely rooms 203 and 208 in the entire fourth floor of the Northumberland County Career Center located at 2 East Arch Street, Shamokin, Pennsylvania. This is a ratification.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution R-121-20, purchase of service agreement between the Commissioners of Northumberland County on behalf of the prison and James Delbaugh for consultant services to assist in negotiations of collective bargaining agreements, creation of scheduling, and creation of modification of policy and procedures for the Northumberland County Prison.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution 122-20, Amendment 1 to the agreement for professional and administrative services between the Northumberland County Commissioners and CETA Council of Governments, CETACOG, for amending the agreement for COVID-19 County Relief Block Grant, CRBG.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution 123-20, Amendment 2 to the agreement for professional and administrative services between the Northumberland County Commissioners and CETA Council of Governments, CETACOG, to amend the agreement for COVID-19 County Relief Block Grant, CRBG.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all in favor state aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution 124-20, Commissioners' Budget Amendments as listed.
Motion.
Second.
Question, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion to adopt Resolution 125-20, Agreements, Amendments, Revisions, Grants, Leases, and Reports between the Northumberland County Commissioners on behalf of the Human, Senior, and Social Services and the named service providers as listed, numbers 1 through 25. The above agreements, amendments, revisions, grants, leases, and reports are not with county employees, nor does their organizational contract list county employees as principals in their corporation or on their board of directors, with the exception of agreement number 7. Lawrence Weiser is a current employee of Northumberland County.
Motion.
Second.
Hold on. And number 20, Controller Chris Grayson and Tony Matalevich, the district attorney, are CSO board members. Just wanted to point that out, so you can now make, so we have,
We have to make a new,
no, just a
let's just
motion.
add it to that. So we have a motion, we second it.
Motion.
On the question,
Yep, I'll second it.
okay. Are we okay then? Chris, we're okay? That's okay. Okay, all in favor state aye. Aye. Motion carries. Okay, thanks, Mr. Garrigan.
This time we ask for any old business, discussion on old business. Hearing none, any discussion on new business?
New business? Do you guys want to get up?
Public
Okay.
input.
I'd just like to say a couple things before they get up here. A longtime employee, Belinda Albright, is retiring at the end of the month from the Veterans Affairs. She's the Veterans Affairs Director. She's been in that position a long time, and she's done a really good job there. We're going to miss her, and I want to say on behalf of everybody, thank you to Belinda, and good health and a happy retirement. And the other thing I'd like to do is shout out to a place where I taught for 10 years, Warrior Run School District. Their girls cross-country team won the state championship last week, and that's a tremendous accomplishment for those young ladies up at Warrior Run. So congratulations to them, and best of luck in the future. Thank you.
So, Ms. Betts and Mr. Schneider, I think he's having something on new business on the election you just want to bring up.
Right.
Okay.
Greg and I both really appreciated the way that Nathan Savage, the director of the Board of Elections, had conducted themselves this year. It was perfection under the circumstances of what we all went through. And we both have, he set a standard for everybody that everything was going to be done by the book and everything was going to be done peacefully. And because of that, Greg and I, being the chair of the Republican Party and the chair of the Democratic Party, have decided to take his steps and following his steps and trying to make things as peaceful and cordial as we can. And because of that, we just wanted to say thank you to Nathan. Thank you to Mary Rose. I know she was down there quite a bit. And Judy, who was just phenomenal. So we just wanted to say thank you. And I think Greg has something he wants to say.
Yeah, I have a letter. I have provided it to Nathan for him and Caleb. I want to give it to the commissioners so that you can put it in your personnel file. Basically, expressing, on behalf of my party, our congratulations and our appreciation for the job that they did. This was not an easy election. We were all expecting a huge mess, and they did a great job. And I know both Commissioner Chickatano and Commissioner Claiborne were there on election day. They saw us in the observation room. We all got along great. And we feel that this election was conducted, like Deb said, with perfection. And Nathan and Caleb deserve a big hand for that.
I want to add, and I did tell you, I had an opportunity to tell you last week, I personally have received phone calls and an email, 2 emails, stating the same, that you handled situations on the phone that were tense with grace and information. If you didn't have it, you found it, it was accurate. This is probably one of the most difficult elections to go through, and you weren't here for long before you had to do that. And I also want to say I personally sat in when Director Savage was conducting trainings. They were very professionally done. He got up to speed. He was very knowledgeable, and I was very impressed with the way that he handled the trainings. I also got many compliments about the way that the elections went last week. So I think that's really great, and thank you very much.
And kudos to the commissioners that chose to hire these two, too. Because if we didn't pick these two, who knows what kind of mess we would have been in. So thank you for doing such a great job in the hiring process of who you chose.
Let me say this. This is a joy to recognize the chairman of the Republican and Democratic Party standing together for something good. I really appreciate that. I think our county should appreciate that. I think it should be recognized in the paper.
Wow.
And to recognize Nathan and Caleb and Peggy and Mary Rose and Judy and everybody else. Steve and Mr. Hopta, and I don't know how many. I think I was on the phone with Nathan every day, and stopped down there often, and as we did, and because of the way the election was, I just think they did an outstanding job. We couldn't ask for anything better, and I would like that recognized in the paper. But I really appreciate the two of you coming together to do this. This is really something nice. I hope it's the beginning of something that continues.
Yes, we're hoping that by our leadership, that maybe the two parties can come together as just Americans and not constantly be divided on everything. So
Thank you for
Thank you.
coming. Thank you, guys.
If
I
I
would,
could just, if I could
I
just,
would just like to say a couple things myself. You know, I think we're all, the three of us, and Mary Rose and everyone else that's involved, we're on pins and needles with this election. With all the controversy and discord around the country, it's a shame. But all we were basically worried about is what we have control over, and that's our county. And it's exemplary for you both to be here and working together. And it's a tribute to everyone in the county that we had a fair election, a well-run election, and, you know, that's all we can ask for. As commissioners, that's all we wanted to do. With our new election board staff, that was uncharted waters for them. To an election of this magnitude probably brought out the highest percentage of voters maybe ever in our county, I don't know. But when I went around to different polling places, I saw lines around buildings, across streets. It was something to see, the amount of people that were out voting and standing in line, and of course socially distancing with their mask on to wait in line. Some people were there an hour and a half. It just shows how dedicated they were to their and to exercise their right to vote, what that meant to them. So I want to thank everybody, all the workers in our county, and the Republican Party, the Democratic Party. I guess we could say we're exemplary for the rest of the country, maybe, to show how you can, in a highly contested campaign like this, you know, you do it honestly with integrity, and whoever wins wins, and that's how. So thank you, everybody. That was.
Anything else?
Nope.
Yeah, I have a motion to adjourn. Always wanted to do that, so we're adjourned.